All right, so you are trying to create a serverless app and then you came across this Lambda function. You're not sure what it is and how to set it up. Let me show you how easy it is in a very simple way. So I'll show you how it works first. So we have a user and that's trying to make a request. The request goes to AWS. Then we set up API because that's going to pick the request. And then the request goes to a resource. Now, what happens when the request goes to a resource? It then goes to a Lambda function. And the Lambda function is where you write your code. And then from here, the request goes back the response goes back all the way to the user. So let's set this up. We're going to go backwards and set it up. All right, so here I am in the AWS console. If you don't see Lambda, just come over here and type Lambda. All right, so I got my Lambda stuff. So I'll say create function. I'll say author from scratch. We'll name it. Let's create a calculator. So we'll call it calculator, and then we'll leave node. Of course, there's other things you can do like Python and stuff, but we'll leave it at node. Then for the default execution role, I'll say a new role. And for the advanced setting, we'll leave it as is. And let's just say create. All right, with that baked, so we have already created the Lambda function. We did this part right here. So now we need to go do resource and API. So this is how people from outside can talk to our Lambda. All right, back in AWS, I'll come here and I will say API gateway. Nice. So you got different options. What we want is REST API. So I'll say build. All right, I'll say new API. And let's give it a name. So I'll say calculator API and we'll say does math functions. And the endpoint, we'll just set it to regional and we'll say create API. All right, so with that done, so currently it's sitting at root. So let's create a resource. So I'll come here, I'll say create resource and I will say calculator. And we will just say create resource. All right, so that's done. Now we need to add some methods to it. So I'll come here and I'll say create method. Let's start with get. I'll say yes. All right, so we'll set this to Lambda function and you wanna check this. So this basically says that just pass the request to the Lambda function, don't mangle anything. And then it's gonna ask us where's the Lambda function. So I'll say calculator. There you go, we'll say save. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so now we have done this and you must be asking, well, how do I access it? Well, you come here to actions, you said deploy API. I'll say new stage. We'll give the stage name, we'll call it development. And then we'll say testing for testing. And we'll say initial deploy. Then we say deploy. Beautiful. So we did this part. We created a resource. We added a get request. And we tied it to the Lambda function. Now let's try to test it out. All right, so I'll click on this URL. And you will be surprised to see this because, well, we're supposed to see something. So if I come here and go back to my function, yeah, I should be seeing hello from Lambda, but that's not what it is. So what's the problem? Well, if you remember, we created that resource and the resource is sitting at calculator. So we need to come here and we need to say calculator. And there you have it. You got your hello from Lambda. So now let's make a change. So I will say hello from, I'll say calculator is up. Calculator. Say deploy. Nice. So I'll come here, refresh. There. So our change is up. All right. So now let's make some more changes to this. So let's say we want to add a calculator and we want to pass in an operator. Maybe you want to pass in some parameters. So how do we do that? Well, I'll come here and I'll say query string is equal to, so it's in the query string parameters object. So I'll say query string parameters, right? Like that. And then all I'll do is I'll say const, let's make this a let operation query string dot operation or OP. Let's pass that back and see if it actually is working. So I'll say OP, I'll say deploy. All right, so I'll come here and I'll say question mark OP equals add. Good, so we're able to pass our parameters, so let's make use of it. And then the other thing I need is a result. The result will be undefined for starters, and then we need the two, I guess, parameters. So I'll say const a is equal to query string dot a, const b is equal to query string dot b. Then I'll just create a switch, and I'll say operation, I'll say add, and I'll say result is equal to a plus b. And then I'll come here and I will do like this. I'll say a space plus b space plus, and actually let's do this, equals result. All right, so if everything went well, then I should see 1 plus 2 or 1 plus 3, whatever. So I'll say deploy. All right, and then I'll come here and I will append an and. I'll say a equals 1 and b equals 2. So I should see 1 plus 2 equals 3. Actually 1, 2 is equal to 12. Let's figure out what the heck is going on. All right, so yes, they get passed in a string. So we need to convert this to, an integer. So I'll say if this exists, then I'll say parse int, and we'll pass this. Okay, and it should be parsed, not parsed. And then I need to do one for the other one. I'll say b. All right, and then we don't have the op, so I'll say operation, and then let's give it some space. So let's see, deploy. Let's go back and let's refresh. Nice. 1 add 2 equals 3. Maybe we could make this a little bit better, and we could say op is equal to plus. Whoa. Okay, so let's deploy. All right, I'll come here. Nice. So let's add one more. I'll copy this case, and let's do subtract or multiply actually. And well, yeah, I'll say this, and I'll move the case here, and let's just do mul for multiply, and then I'll make this like that. We'll say deploy. All right, so I'll come here and I'll say mul for multiply, and then I'll change this to 10. So 2 times 10 should be 20. Nice. So that's how easy it is to set up AWS Lambda function. We did not set up any server, nothing at all. Everything is done here in the Lambda function. And this is just like a Node.js code. You can add anything you want. So if you like this, please like and subscribe. And if you want more Lambda function tutorial, then just let me know. And that'll be it for now. Bye.